Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and look what was in my mail today. My bargain bead box for April. So let's turn down and we'll open her up and see what we got. Okay, this says the bargain bead box for April is Stirring Earth. Your beads. As spring begins, the browns and grays of winter come alive with growing green. This month's collection features rich, earthy tones inspired by nature's treasures. Highlights include ancient Z-style agate, silverleaf jasper, and ocean jasper gemstone beads. Green agate, handmade porcelain, and crystal accents add a pop of color and sparkle, while hammered-style bronze findings complete the package. The next section is about your coupon, which is a 30% off your order at their sister store, Bead Box Bargains, and the coupon code is down here on the bottom if you get the bargain bead box. Now, to me, these are probably one of the best deals you'll get around. They're an excellent, they're excellent pieces in here, and you can definitely use them for a number of things. Now, I did get an email the other day telling me a couple of these numbers were not correct. So let's go through our beads and see what we've got. So here's our bag, and we'll dump all these goodies out. Now I'm going to go off for a bit while I straighten these up into their numbers so that we can look at these in numerical order. Okay. To start with, we have 1 meter of 4x3 textured steel jewelry chain. I always love to get chain. And that's a pretty one. So that's number 1, a meter of 4x3 textured steel jewelry chain. Number 2 is 10-piece, 15x10 nickel-free brass leverback earrings findings. Oh, well, now this isn't a common thing they give us. I love leverbacks. It's all I ever use. So that's great that they gave us leverbacks. Definitely will use those. 3 is 8 pieces of 15mm hammered styled links. Oh, I like those. Aren't those cute? And there are 8 of them. Definitely will use those. Number 4 is a 13-inch strand of 4mm crystal bicones in peach shimmer. These are pretty. We've had these a few times before. I really like this color, and these are just really sparkly. Number 5 is 6 pieces of curved hammer style double strand links. What? Oh, well, that's different. That's inside instead of on the ends. Though they would make a good like button fastener for a 2-strand bracelet. To think about that. Those are interesting. Number 6 is a double strand toggle. 2 sets. Guess they want us to do double strand today, don't they? Those are nice toggles. I like those. They've got the curve in them. I like a curve because it holds better when because it's gripping down instead of just straight across where it can slide through easier. So I like that toggle. That's a nice toggle. Number 7, I think this is where they messed up, because this is not a, green striated agate. This is a is a spacer bead, and it's a really nice little spacer bead, hammered spacer bead, so it matches the other things quite nicely. I like those. So it's definitely a little spacer bead, not a, and okay, this must be the green striated agate bead, 6 millimeters. So those are pretty, aren't they? It's a dyed agate in the greens. And that's quite a big strand of those. Let's put these back in here. So that was our mess up on our forms that they were telling us about, because this was listed as number 7 and it's number 8. And number 7 is spacers, and number 8 says it's more jewelry chains. So I think we just got double numbers in there. So number 9 is 10 grams of 20 millimeter eye pins. Oh, babies, come out of there. Now see, these are a little short. I usually don't use things this short unless I'm only going to use like 1 or 2 beads on them, which I might do on this. In this case, we don't know yet, but if I don't use them for here, I will put them aside, of course, because they're definitely usable for something that just has like 1 bead or 2 beads on it. So number 10 is 20-piece strand of matte striped crystal bicone beads in Slate Shimmer. Oh, those are pretty. So yeah, this is sort of shaped like a bicone, though it does have a rounded middle here, which is textured in the middle there, whereas the rest of it is just pretty crystal. Isn't that pretty? I like those. So that's number 10. Number 11 is 2 pieces of 13 by 11 Z-style agate barrel beads. Oh, now these I really like. Aren't those pretty? I like that a lot. This is probably my favorite so far, these little Z agates. Okay, number 12 is a hammered style round pendant. 2 pieces. That's interesting. It's not huge, but it's pretty cool looking. I think I can definitely find some use for those. So that's number 12. Number 13 is 4 pieces of porcelain and oval beads. So they're sort of like a rice shape, and I like the pattern that they've put on those. Those are pretty porcelain bead. They got a relatively good size hole. I suppose you could put a smaller leather through there if you wanted to. Number 14 is 2 pieces of 28 by 30 Z-style agate focal beads. Well, those are really cool too. I still think I liked the smaller ones better, but these are really neat. $15 is a 7.5 inch strand of 8 millimeter silver leaf Jasper gemstones. Those are nice, especially like that bead. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's got a really cool stripes on it. Those are pretty gemstones. Very pretty Jaspers. from the description, I expected more green beads, but there's a lot of browny gray beads in here, but they're really pretty. Okay, number 16, 7-inch strand of 10mm ocean jasper. Those are pretty. This one's a really cool looking one. I like the bits of like maroon style red and the yellows going through the grays. That one's pretty. So anyway, that's ocean jasper. Number 17 is a 7-inch strand of 8x6 crystal rondelles in cappuccino shimmer. They always give us some nice rondelles. I really like these. They're a pretty color. I can see making some sort of neutral things with these. This is number 18, multi-green faceted shimmer, 18 pieces of 6x4. They're little tiny guys, but they're pretty. Oops, almost lost that one. And then lastly, number 19 is the 10 pieces of 11x8 faceted glass barrel beads in a forest green. Those are pretty. So anyway, that is the last of our beads. It says the approximate total retail value for this shipment is $72. So we had some really nice beads in here and some nice metal pieces. All of the metal pieces look to be hammered, so that is really nice. They're going to match really well with each other. So that's always a good thing. Let's see, there's the hammered piece of, this is the basic stuff down here. We've got our little, all of our beads here, and all of our hammered pieces. I think, as far as I'm concerned, the thing I'm less likely to use than anything else are probably these little eye pins. Because like I say, unless you're just putting like one bead on them, they're smaller than I like. And I guess my favorite one was these the little Z agates. These little Z agates are so cute and they're so pretty. Even though I like all the other beads, I think these are my favorites. I really like those. Anyway, folks, that was our bargain bead box for April. I think they're an excellent value. I always enjoy seeing what they've got for us in there. Some of them I like better than others, but this one looks to be a really nice one. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble making things with this one. And yeah, if you want a good deal with beads and you don't mind a surprise every month, these are, I believe they are now $19.95 a month, which is pretty good for all those beads. So anyway, this has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what we got in our bargain bead box this month.